Look, we are back, you guys. We are back with another Cherry Time episode. And I must say, this one was really fun. You know, Cherry Time is great because I get to meet these people, right? And I get to know them, you know, and people like Permacon, you know, it's someone I've, you know, kind of been talking to, but it was really nice to get to know him on the podcast. Same with Relia. You know, Relia has been supportive and commenting on videos, and it was really nice to get to know him on the podcast. But, you know, someone like MILESNUGGET, right, was someone that I had no really prior knowledge to, you know, and I'd even put some of his stuff in my ARG videos. So in my mind, I could think, okay, this guy may not even really like me. So I'm already going in a little nervous, and maybe that set me up for a great interview with MILESNUGGET, and that's what you guys are about to hear. So hope you all enjoy it. You know, it was really fun. We talk about, you know, of course, Hollow Knight, Silksong, the wait for Silksong, you know, the feelings that arise from all this waiting from Silksong. And luckily, you know, Miles is one that's kind of, you know, he's kind of got it out. You know, he's not too worried about it. He'll wait. You know, he's kind of blocked it out. But I tried to get the hype back up in him. Tried to get him back ready, like we all are, like we all still are. I know I've been not active because, you know, there's nothing. But we're back with another Cherry Time, so I hope you guys all enjoy and take it easy. Bye.
Go. The Corey Miller in the house.
Corey in the house. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. And you?
I'm good.
Did
Yeah.
you sleep well today?
Yeah, as well as I could have after Doki Doki. You know, I didn't.
Yeah. I don't know how far you got, but yeah, definitely the game of all time.
Yeah, I didn't finish it. I'm literally about to stream the rest of it after this, but
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
So I have
Okay.
to. So I am already recording too. So we're already good and going. And so I have to start pretty much all the Cherry Time episodes with like, where are you at right now with Silksong? And have you lost all hope for 2024, or have you pretty much just like blocked out the thought of release and are just waiting patiently?
Or is it like an actual is it actually starting right now? Or?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just kind of cut right into it. My bad. I do like a little intro on YouTube, and then I you know, it just kind of hops right in. I'm sorry. I'm a little.
Okay. Well, honestly, I have lost hope for Silksong way back in the day already. Like, I'm always like, nah, man, it's gonna be next year probably. But yeah, then every year that passes, it's just gonna be next year for me. Yeah, I have no hope for this year, definitely. But from the recent things I've seen, my only source here is Primacon, by the way. He's keeping me up to date. Like, things seem to be finished, maybe somehow. So, 2025? Question mark?
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. So how long have you been like actually waiting for it? Like, were you around for the announcement of Silksong like being changed from a DLC, or like were you a little bit later into the game?
Ooh, that brings me back because I have a very vague memory on when I started playing Hollow Knight exactly. But I think I was there day one when the trailer dropped. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been there very early, basically. So the wait has been very long, indeed.
Wow. Yeah. I couldn't even imagine. I was
Yeah.
pretty I was pretty late to Hollow Knight. It was a game I knew about for years, and always like, you know, just seen so many videos about, you know, even some Hollow Knight YouTuber videos, and
hmm
and I just, you know, like always knew it was going to be a good game, and just had never even played it until like right before Tears of the Kingdom, and then that game came out, and
Yeah.
kind of took a little bit of time.
I
But
mean, pretty solid time to be playing Hollow Knight, and like hopefully Silksong is close, but
yeah, I
you
definitely
still gotta
was.
wait as well.
I definitely was like already hyped for Silksong even before I played Hollow Knight. Like that's kind of like
Yeah.
interesting. But
The trailer looks fire, even if you haven't played anything.
yeah, definitely. So, what are like some of the first games you remember playing? Like what are some of your like earliest games that you were into?
Like just in my whole life in general.
Yeah, yeah, just in general. I guess like
Dude,
what's like the start of your gaming
brings
career?
me back. Well, I'm a very big Nintendo fanboy, so I started growing up with the Nintendo DS and the Wii.
Okay.
So I don't know like any specific games that I got first, but I mean, I got a classical, like R4 card is what they call it, and then just download all the DS games on them.
Mm,
Uh, and yeah, the Wii, the classic good old times, a lot of Mario, Kirby, Pokemon, that type of stuff.
yeah. What are like some of your like all-time favorite games?
Well, there's this little indie game. No, no, okay. But my actual like favorite game is probably like I don't know if you have played it, but Mario Galaxy 2 in specific.
I haven't. I've
Uh,
heard a lot about it. I remember
yeah,
when like they re-released like, all the 3D
yeah,
Marios.
except for Mario Galaxy 2.
Yeah, I know people
Which
were like,
honestly, like, I'm kind of like happy about it because I'm always like on the fence of like Nintendo re-releasing just ports on the Nintendo Switch because like I got most of the originals and then it's just basically a loss for me and a win for people that haven't gotten the game. But yeah, Galaxy 2 was the first one I got from you and just really nostalgic. I was really bad at the game when I was young, but later actually was able to finish it and I don't know, it was just pure fun from the whole game through. It I don't know, it's not per se a perfect game, but
yeah.
it's my favorite game.
No, 3D Marios are classic. Like I grew
Yeah,
up
definitely.
like around the Nintendo 64 era. So like I remember playing Super Mario 64 and then the GameCube came out and Super Mario Sunshine was like so
Dude,
amazing to me.
yeah. I mean, I
Um
wasn't even there for that period of time, but I can imagine.
yeah. Yeah, and I kind of ended up like missing out on the Wii. Like the Wii when the Wii came out, originally it was like sold out everywhere and it was like for like a year or so you couldn't get it
Oh yeah,
and then it
I can
became
imagine. Yeah.
yeah, it became readily available like later on, but like I just never ended up picking one up. So I never got to play Galaxy or Galaxy 2, but they are ones I've heard a lot
Yeah,
about and would like to.
yeah, definitely one of the best, I must say.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to check them out. I do have a Wii now. I need to get my hands on a
Oh,
copy of
perfect,
Galaxy.
perfect. Yeah. Hey, I recommend Mario Galaxy 2 or 1 for that case.
Oh yeah.
So,
Is there anything you're like currently playing now like just for fun like outside of like, YouTube or streaming or anything?
well, I play mostly like the new released games from Nintendo on the Switch. So lately I finished Thousand Year Door, the remake, and from the new Nintendo Direct, there's like a new Mario Party coming and a new Mario and Luigi game. A lot of Mario. Okay,
Yeah.
hear me out. I play different things too, but oh yeah,
No.
also but yeah, those. But also on my stream recently, someone like donated a bunch of money. It was like
I
play
saw
Dark
that.
Souls.
I
So
saw
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be playing Dark Souls soon, and I'm kind of scared for that. But hey, it's gotta be an
Yeah.
experience.
I did do like a small stream like just in my Discord like privately of Elden Ring and like me trying to start Elden Ring and it was miserable and I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah, I can't imagine getting far, but it's at least gonna be fun when I stream it.
yeah." Did you are you a fan of the Pikmin series? You say you're a Nintendo fan.
Oh yeah, 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 definitely. I have only played 3 and 4, so the newest ones, but
Okay.
still, like it's definitely a very different game from anything else. Like very strategic. I don't know if you have played it, but
Yeah, no, I love
it's
them.
but it is very like aesthetic, very very beautiful, like
Yeah.
super accurate to just nature, I guess.
Yeah, I played Pikmin 1 when I was like, like on the GameCube when I was like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
really young and it was like the hardest game in the world to me, like trying to get 30 parts in 30 days.
it looks pretty like crazy if you, especially when you're young and the games
Yeah.
back then were just pretty hard.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend getting 1 or 2. Like 1 or 2 are so classic. Like 3 really like got like the gameplay of 3 is so fine tuned that like
I
it's
know, right?
satisfying. And 4 is like that as
Did you play
well.
4 as well?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was
Yeah,
peak
4
fiction.
yeah. Oh my god, the what is it? The disco the disco
Yeah, oh my,
spider.
that's literally the best mode of the game. I'm glad you agree.
Yeah, I was mind blown when that was
I was
happening.
jamming as well to
Yeah,
the
I
beat.
know. He killed like half my Pikmin squad, and I just had to like
Oh my god,
jam out
no.
like wow, like I was like
Yeah,
half
yeah, like,
crying.
yo, half my squad is gone, but I'm still going
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I love Pikmin. I can't believe we actually got Pikmin 4, and now it's like, we
I
might have
know,
to
right?
wait a
It's
while for 5, but
dude,
or
that
anything.
announcement when it happened was like, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
That was definitely one of those directs that was like
mhm.
amazing. Um so did you ever do like anything like content-wise like before Hollow Knight videos?
Oh yeah, definitely. I started very young actually.
Really?
I have a whole backstory, but basically, I started off with like just my 3DS, like because that's the only thing I know to film with, and just like stacked it on top of a lot of pillows and just filmed my TV while playing like 3D World or something. I was like 7 here.
Wow. That's
So I
amazing though.
uploaded those, but yeah, that was just for because I was just dumb and young. But then later I made like plush videos with like Pokemon plushies.
Mm.
I mean I did them in Dutch, so of course they wouldn't get a lot of traction. But for like what I did, like that was a very small little corner of YouTube. I got like 200 subs eventually, which was pretty cool for young little me.
Yeah.
But then I was like, okay, I'm too old for this now. I'm gonna do gaming. So I did a lot of trial and error with different channels. Never really got success with any of them because all of them were Dutch. So that's probably the main reason, to be honest. And then eventually I was like, I really want this. I really want to become something more, and made MILESNUGGET and started making English content for Hollow Knight because I was like, Silksong is gonna come out pretty soon, so I will be relevant. Well, I was wrong, but I still succeeded. And yeah, that's how I got here and popped off with my bench ranking, basically.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So was like cuz yeah, isn't your first video a Silksong video? Like
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
Miles Nugget, was that like your actual first Miles video?
yeah. My first MILESNUGGET video was that Silksong video. Because yeah, Silksong is always like a good view grab, I guess. So
Yeah.
I just started with that, and it was a pretty good start, I guess. And yeah, I'm pretty happy where I'm right now.
Yeah. So what do you think your favorite video you have put out is?
Ooh, honestly, I kind of love the newest video with the garlic phone
Yeah.
with everyone. It mostly just because it's like actually like us having fun, and then I do not even need to force like a joke with editing or something. It's just
Yeah.
the core material is just funny.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that game
uh,
is so fun. I ended up playing it with my
yeah,
Discord like shortly after like I don't know, I think hearing about that and then like and then yeah, I'm like, "Oh my god, I'd heard that game before. I just didn't know too many Discord games, but that game is hilarious."
yeah,
It's
yeah. If we do that next time, man, we gotta get you in, man. Corey Miller in the house.
yeah. Yeah, I would love to. I like Rel had messaged me at like 8 something a.m. and I was like at work already and I had seen it at about
Yeah.
noon and I was
Well,
like,
you
"Oh
you
my
saw the
god."
story, right?
Yeah,
You
and
saw the
then
story of like we were desperate for people.
yeah, it was way funnier once I saw the video and like saw like the actual
Yeah.
what was going on and then it made sense to me because at first I was like so sad and I was mad at myself and then I was like, oh well, it was so last minute. I'm like, there would have been no chance, and then seeing the video it was like, okay, yeah, so all makes sense now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if we do it next time, or we're gonna just gather everyone, just get the whole Holland community in here.
Oh yeah, yeah, that'll be great.
Why not?
So do you remember who the first like Hollow Knight YouTuber you found was?
Oh yeah, definitely. That is the reason I started actually playing Holland. That was Rusty. With
Wow.
his like charm ranking videos, boss ranking. Hey, that's what I do now as well now. But
Yeah.
yeah, he made it very funny with how like pissed off he was, or
Yeah.
how he acted at least. But yeah, the thing as well was like, it was very enjoyable to watch. So I watched like basically everything of the game. So nothing was really a surprise when I actually started playing Hollow Knight. So when Silksong releases, it's finally gonna be a blind experience this time.
Wait, so you actually did go into Hollow Knight like really knowing everything? Because I feel like
Yeah,
I saw a
basically.
lot of videos, and so I felt like I was familiar with it, but at the same time, I still felt like it was like a
Because yeah, well, because it's like I watched like an area ranking, boss ranking, and charm ranking, so it was like connect all the things, you got the whole game there.
yeah.
Which, well, I mean, hey, if I didn't watch all those things, I would probably not even try Hollow Knight in the
Yeah.
end. So it was, it was kind of worth it, I guess.
No, YouTube definitely, I feel like, brought a lot of people to Hollow Knight.
Mm-hmm. For sure,
Um,
for sure.
so like, I guess like, even knowing all that stuff, like kind of knowing all this stuff, and then going into it, was there like something else that like kind of made you fall in love with the game, like once you actually did start playing it, that like you
Oh
kind of
yeah.
weren't aware of?
There were, well, I was aware of a lot of things, but well, it was just I had to play it a lot of times before I actually got into it. Like I'm talking like 4 times because first I was just like, Forgotten Crossroads. It's pretty boring. I'm gonna stop playing. And then of course skill issue. I had a major skill issue in the beginning,
Same.
but it was mostly, you know, going like finding a new area. So Green Path for me was really like, wow, this game is much more than just gray cave simulator that looks pretty depressed. It was like an actual lively, lush green place, and I was like, wow, that's a cool, very cool new team. I'm really interested in exploring this now.
Yeah.
And wants to keep going. Yeah, yeah, that was perfect.
Yeah, that was kind of the same for me. I had like played it once like years ago. I think PlayStation like gave it to me for free, like being like a PS Plus member, and it was the same thing. I've
Nice.
like Forgotten Crossroads. I was like, yeah, this is really kind of like
Yeah, yeah,
kind of boring, kind of tough. Um,
yeah.
and then I never
And,
played
and
it again.
remember, like I'm like a Nintendo guy, so all the games are pretty much very easy. So this was definitely a big difficulty jump for me
Wow.
that
Oh
I
yeah.
was not ready for yet. But yeah, in the end, banger,
Yeah.
banger game.
So, was there like a boss or like a pantheon that you got to that you're like, oh, I'm never beating this. Like it's never happening. Like, were you like convinced that like it was gonna
Oh,
stop you?
well, Pantheon 5 for sure, but that's pretty much with everyone, I think. But
Yeah.
also with Pantheon 3 and 4. But the reason I like went through with it finally is because like, well, if I struggle with it, why not just make content about it as well? That's one of my earliest videos, just going through Pantheon 3,
Yeah.
and it made it much more fun to actually go through. But yeah, I also remember just struggling on pretty easy bosses back in the day. Also, just like I even died to False Knight. I remember.
Oh yeah.
Once, only once. Okay, only one.
No, I did as well. I did as well. I'm like, I just play really badly at first just to like learn.
Yeah, no, I don't know what happened to me, but I was bad in the beginning, very bad. But yeah, I struggled with a lot of things of the game.
Which boss do you think took you like the longest to like learn to end up like beating?
Ooh, I mean, probably NKG because it's just over so quick. You're just forced to actually learn the patterns
Yeah.
strictly instead of just being lucky, tanking hits. It was probably NKG, yes.
That's the one boss I haven't learned yet. I haven't beat P5, and so
Yeah, you definitely need to learn that before you do Pantheon
yeah,
5.
I had just beat P4 like a few weeks ago. That was one that I was kind of doing on stream, and it was tough getting through Pure Vessel for the first time. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pure Vessel. Oh my beloved. I love Pure Vessel. What is your favorite boss? If I may
so
ask?
it's great because you actually have it as number 2 on your list. But I love Soul Tyrant. Soul Tyrant is like
Ooh, dude, Soul Tyrant's family over here. Let's go.
yes. I don't see a
There were
lot
a
of
lot of
people.
comments were just like, "What Soul Tyrant?"
Yeah. That's one that like I was like, oh, I'm never beating this. Like my first playthrough, like Soul Master was like pretty tough, and then I was like, oh, I'm never gonna do his dream boss. I did all the other dream bosses besides Soul Tyrant, and then once I finally like was like doing Soul Tyrant for the Pantheons, I was like, all right, I gotta learn this guy, and it just became so fun. That became like a new like dance to me. Like I don't know.
I know, right? It's like you're just in the groove, in the zone with Soul Tyrants. It's just you follow
Yeah.
him or you dodge him. Yeah, it was actually the first like big dream boss I did with low equipment as well, because I was like, Soulmaster was very doable. Let's try this one. And yeah, I clutched it up for real. That was a crazy experience.
Yeah.
So core memory right there.
No, me too. That was definitely one that I was like, okay, I like it. I just felt like more dedicated to like beating Soul Tyrant than any other boss, and like did it quicker.
Yeah,
I feel like.
yeah, exactly.
So as someone who hasn't beat P5 yet, do you have any like words of encouragement for like me or maybe other people in the same boat?
You can do it. Well, guys, just listen to me, okay? Silksong is not gonna be here for a good while, so you have time to get every achievement. Okay, just do it.
Just
Just
do it.
do it. And my best tips are always practice Absolute Radiance, NKG, Pure Vessel, and Flawless Markov. Always those four, because those will actually end the run for you.
Yeah.
And as for charms, that depends, of course, but like always, just strength. That's literally just you're just stronger. Quick Slash just is really good for almost every boss. Then I like to use Mark of Pride because the range, I don't like to get too close to any bosses.
Yeah.
But you could also just use Shaman Stone or whatever. And I use Hearts as my last charm because you can tank a lot of hits. Hearts are pretty important in a whole long run as Pantheon 5. So
Yeah.
I definitely recommend Hearts, actually.
Yeah, I'm definitely an Unbreakable Heart user. It's got me through a few of the
Yeah.
Pantheons.
I would have like died multiple times in my Pantheon 5 run if it wasn't for Hearts. So
I will say chat ended up like once I started streaming Hollow Knight because I got through like the first 3 Pantheons like before I was even like doing YouTube like at all, and then I started doing like P4 on stream, which was like way harder trying to like stream and play the game, but like
yeah, you definitely gotta like lock in, but being entertaining as well is also pretty hard.
yeah. Yeah, but they got me using some other charms to where they kind of got me onto Steady Body a bit. Like the Quick Slash
Oh
Steady
yeah,
Body
yeah, yeah.
combo is amazing.
Yeah, like my brain can never get used to steady body. Like it's probably really good, but I always just hold for it. And when I do have steady body, it's just what's happening? Oh, I'm walking into the boss.
It is like a switch I have to like turn off, and I have
Yeah.
to die at least 10 times before I can
Yeah.
turn it off. But yeah, I feel you. That
sure.
that is the hardest part of
But
it.
it definitely helps a lot with DPS.
It really helped me with because Broken Vessel always was kind of like annoying to me. So it really
Well,
helped me with
Broke
him.
Vessel, especially early game. Well, are you talking about Lost Kin or just Broken Vessel?
Is Broken Vessel the harder
Broken
one,
Vessel's
right?
the first one.
Oh,
Lost Kin's the hard
Lost Can.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, Lost
Yeah,
Can.
yeah.
On
Sure, yeah.
Lost Can would like really kind of like just like
Yeah, Lost Kin takes pretty long if you like don't fully bully him with Quick Slash and stuff.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, so all right, last like Hollow Knight related question, but if you had a fresh Hollow Knight playthrough tomorrow, are you gonna save Zote?
No.
Good, good. All right, look.
Always gotta leave Zoe to die. I actually did it on my first playthrough too because I knew about the choice, so I was like, well.
Yeah. I think I did save him, but like if you never go like further in his story, like he doesn't become a Pantheon issue.
Exactly.
So you can still
Yeah,
save
that-
him and not
yeah.
deal with them in Pantheon, but
No, but yeah, like for the Pantheon, I had him included, of course, but like my first playthrough, I was just like, Lamau, I'm already bad at the game. I don't need another boss fight to worry about later.
yeah. So about Silksong, like I feel like me personally, I have like a tendency to speed through games when I'm like really excited for them to drop, and I try to like I feel like I always try to do everything like as fast as I can. Do you think like it'll be that way for you with like Silksong? Or are you like gonna like try to take it slow when it drops, or
Oh, good question. Well, I'm definitely like I like to enjoy every game till the last bit. So definitely for Silksong, since it's been so long, I'm gonna be like taking it really slow, soaking it up, like soaking everything in.
Yeah.
Just the graphics, like the enemies, just looking at journal entries if that's a thing even, and just explore everything just on my own pace, and definitely not rush anything.
Yeah. No, I feel that. That's what I want to do so bad, and I feel like I always try to do that, and then it's like I don't know, like when Tears of the Kingdom came out, I feel like a month into it, I was like, wow, I can't believe I did all this already.
Yeah. Well, for Tears of the Kingdom, like that game is just so big. Like you just gotta start speeding up a little bit because
Yeah.
otherwise you wouldn't be done in a year.
Yeah. So
But maybe Silksong is big too.
yeah, I mean Silksong might end up being a massive game. We never
Yeah,
know.
honestly, because I'm planning on doing like video series on it.
Yeah.
Might just turn into like a 60-part playthrough or something.
Yeah, I was about to say. So you're planning on doing videos on it, or like you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
think you'll
I
probably
definitely
stream it?
I definitely don't want to stream it because people don't know the line between spoiling or helping or just not saying anything. I definitely don't want to stream the game because it's definitely gonna ruin this experience, I think.
True. Yeah.
Even though it is like, it can farm a lot of viewers because it's Silksong, but no, I don't think that's worth it.
Yeah. That's one thing I feel like once Silksong comes out, everyone's gonna be streaming it anyway. So like
Yeah, exactly.
as
Like, why would they,
smaller
pick
creators,
me?
yeah,
Yeah.
it feels a little daunting to want to stream it anyway. But
hmm Yeah, videos is the way to go for me, probably.
yeah. So do you have like outside of like the playthrough, like do you have like a ranking you're excited to do first on Silksong?
Well, when the bench ranking popped up, I promised a Silksong bench ranking, but definitely don't want to do that first.
Yeah.
I think I just want to do a good old boss ranking right away. Just
Yeah.
like first impressions of every boss when I did them all, and just rank them for my first ever playthrough. Ooh, that sounds crazy to say. My first Silksong playthrough.
Yeah. No, that'll be great. That'll be great to do like a parallel one in like 2 years or something, and just
Yeah,
maybe how
definitely.
the game has
That's
aged a bit and
yeah. That's now you're cooking. Actually, thank you.
oh yeah. All right, there's been something I've been thinking about lately with Silksong, and I know been a discussion for years and stuff. But what do you think about the whole like prequel versus sequel thing?
Ooh, what I think like it's gonna be.
Yeah, like do you lean one way? Do you have any
Ooh, that's tough
theories?
to say. That's tough. I think it is. Oh, that's hard to say. Honestly, my gut feeling says it's just a sequel that like after like true ending when Hornet is just there with the Hollow Knight, something like that maybe. And then yeah, I don't know, but it could be either way. It could also just be a prequel where she originated from before she got into Hollow Nest or something.
Yeah, I just wonder why Team Cherry, like, because they have specifically said, like, oh, we're not willing to answer that yet. And I just kind of wonder why they would do that. Because
Ooh, yeah.
I feel like it being a prequel, like, would have never even been, like, an option
Yeah,
you
you're
know,
right actually.
if they wouldn't have said that. And now, but I've been having, like, a weird theory lately. Not, like, theory or anything, but, like, just a weird thought lately that, like, and I don't know how this would work because I don't think it would work for like speed running per se. You know what I mean? But like, what if there's like some sort of like cinematic flashbacks? And I guess they could be like optional or something. Like maybe you know,
Mm.
you like go find them. But all this started from like some real tinfoil hat stuff of this new merch pin, right? You've seen the new merch pin,
Oh yeah,
obviously.
yeah, yeah. I saw the merch. Yeah. Mm.
Someone commented on like my little video about it, right? And it just got me thinking. They were like, Hornet looks a little funny in that pin, and like of course like it could just be artistic style of whoever like actually made that pin. If it like wasn't Team Cherry, and maybe the angle of it, but like if you stare at that pin a little
Let me
bit
see.
with like a tinfoil hat on, she does
Yeah.
look
Okay.
a little bit younger.
Okay. 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 This is definitely tinfoil hat material, right?
No, definitely, definitely. Like I 100% agree. But it just led me to go watch like all people's videos about prequel versus sequel,
Younger. Oh my
And
god.
in watching those videos, it just made me think like, wow, this is very unclear of what it's gonna be, you know. And there's so many things pointing to prequel. There's so many things pointing to sequel, and
Yeah. The fact that they didn't want to tell it makes me think it's gonna be a prequel then, because like otherwise just be like, yeah, it's the sequel to Hollow Knight, man, just straight up. But if they are just so secret about it, then there's something they're cooking.
yeah,
That must be.
yeah. I feel like if anything, there's gonna be like hints to like stuff that happened before Hollow Knight, you know.
Yeah. Oh, that will be cool.
You know, if
Little
it's
flashback.
yeah, yeah, maybe even if it's not a flashback or like if it has nothing to do with a prequel, they might just tell us some like lore of Hornet pre Hallow Nest. I don't know, cause I don't know if it's confirmed that she was in Hallow Nest like forever.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, what is she like born in Hollow Nest? I'm not caught up with the lore.
Yeah, I'm not fully. I'm probably gonna try to do some research on this soon and just
Yeah,
like
because well, I mean, she should be born in Hollow Nest, right? Because of the her mother and the king is like her father then.
yeah, but
So
I do think there is some lines in there that like kind of allude to the fact that she wasn't like always around in Hollow Nest. Like she hasn't, you know, I don't know. There's
true,
a
yeah, she probably didn't yeah travel to places.
yeah. There's this one creator and I don't know his name, but I don't know. You're probably familiar with him, but the what's his name? Stizzle or Sti?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a really good prequel versus sequel video that like goes through a lot of things and um yeah, his video just had me really feeling skeptical about like it being a sequel.
Hmm. Damn. Okay, definitely gotta watch that then after
Yeah, I
that.
mean it's a few years old now, so you might have seen it back in, you know, like you probably have seen it, but
Probably also forgot everything to be honest.
yeah,
But yeah, that's
it's a good
a neat,
rewatch.
very cool thing to think about. Like
Yeah,
prequel or sequel. I'm still gonna stick with sequel, just for why not.
yeah, yeah. It's a safe bet. You know, it's already been said it's a sequel. That's a big reason people think it's a sequel is because William's saying it is a sequel.
Okay, well, we'll see. We're gonna find out someday or another. One next year, 2 years, 5 years.
Yeah. So do you have anything like out of it that you've been like looking forward to the most? Like I don't know, it's
From
kind of a
Silksong?
vague question, but I guess I just mean like out of like anything that you're kind of familiar with Hollow Knight, like you know, I like are you looking forward to like going through the boss fights? Are you looking
Oh,
forward
okay,
to
yeah,
like
yeah. I'm definitely looking the forwards. I'm liking what? I'm definitely looking forward for the new areas to explore. I'm definitely like the explorer type of guy.
yeah.
So I'm really like, oh, the new areas, the coral forest definitely looks so colorful and pretty, and the big Greymore area and the clock tower or whatever, just oh, it's so good. I wanna explore it and see all the areas. And yeah, but boss also are gonna be pretty hype, but I'm also scared to die embarrassingly every way possible.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be funny if it's like just crazy difficulty spikes compared to Hollow Knight too.
Yeah, but probably, they gotta one up themselves.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would hope so.
what are your thoughts on like the way like the new movement of Hornet? Even though you haven't played it, but like, is it gonna be like? I think it's gonna be like annoying to learn or just smooth from the get go.
Well, like I'm pretty sure it was from like the Mossbag video of him playing like the demo at like a convention or whatever, but he
Yeah,
was
didn't he say like it sucked or something?
well he was saying everybody like even like pros were like, you know, yeah, they were getting worked on the demo, you know, like
Yeah.
it was hard for them to figure it out. It was a whole new game, so like
Hmm.
that excites me personally. Like it does
It
scare
does
me.
excite me, yeah. But yeah, indeed, also scare me.
But I like I really do hope I could feel like it was like the first time playing Hollow Knight again of like, oh my god, I'm such a noob, like I'm never gonna beat this.
Yeah,
Just because I
we gotta
do,
get through that again. Yeah.
yeah, just because I do love the franchise now, I guess, and Team Cherry and just because
Hmm.
I would push through it, I wouldn't like give up like 3 times like I did.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be me as well. Like, not gonna give up now instead of just quitting right away
Yeah.
after one death.
Yeah, and I'm definitely with you about like the explorative aspect of it. Like,
Hmm.
did you see that little photo that was like going around like a week or two ago where they like connected two spots of the trailer to like the
Oh yeah,
same room?
I was already expecting those to be like right there,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
next to each
But
other.
I feel like just seeing that photo together like made me realize like okay,
That's
like
true.
yeah, like oh, this is like a larger room and it gave me like a just like a better sense of the atmosphere I feel like than you would like normally get from a trailer and it did get me like randomly more excited than like a lot of things we've had.
Oh
But
yeah, for sure. Yeah, in trailers, it's always like they always cut their like little sequences really, really precisely to not make you any to not let you make any connections between any gameplay.
yeah.
But when you like do see a connection from the trailer, that then it's like, ooh, wait a minute. But yeah, that place is definitely gonna be a huge city, probably
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. So are there like are you like a pretty big fan of indies now? Like I know you say you're like a, you know, a Nintendo
Mhm.
fan, but like how big are you into indies since like you've been playing
I
Hollow Knight regularly?
definitely started playing a lot more indie games when I started Hollow Knight because I wouldn't say Hollow Knight is my first indie game. I guess Undertale counts as indie too. I played that before, but yeah, I started playing lots more games, especially since people recommend a lot of stuff. So I started playing Celeste and Animal Well, and yeah, lots of little games that I would probably never tried if I didn't start Hollow Knight or my channel. So definitely that opened the gates for me.
And so you did Celeste videos, and did you end up what finishing it on stream?
I climbed just the main story, just climbed the mountain. It was pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely a really fun game,
Did you
indeed.
try that world after it, like the?
I know I have not tried. I know it's gonna be really hard, but I want to return to Celeste with a stream to
Yeah.
try the core and whatever farewell.
Yeah, that one final like bonus world that they did was I started it and that's really tough and
Yeah.
it really hurt my feelings that I couldn't get through like the actual like you know cuz I know it's like DLC kind of or whatever but like you know I'm like oh wow I'm like I understand that I won't be able to get through like B-sides or C-sides. Like that's fine with me. But like
Hmm.
I would like to be able to push through that world at one
Yeah, I
point.
know, I know. It's a really annoying feeling because like you want to just complete the game, but
Yeah.
you can't. And you know it's gonna be hard. It's just like Panther 5, basically. Honestly,
Yeah. Have you played Cuphead?
a little bit with my friend. I have seen like the whole game basically, and it looks yeah, the art style and stuff is just oh peak,
Yeah.
and the music.
No, it's great. And I've been trying to push through on that one, but that one's like one that I feel the same about. Like I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able
Yeah,
to.
yeah, that's definitely like that's why I don't own the game because I'm like I'm probably very bad at the game, so I just played it at a friend's house because it was fun, but probably would never own it myself to prevent to prevent that feeling of not being able to get through anything.
Yeah. So have you had a chance to play like Nine Souls, or do you have like any interest in that Bow Path of the Teal Lotus game coming out?
Nine, oh yeah, I've seen Nine Souls Indeed from Fireborn. That looks pretty cool. I don't know if I'm gonna play it. I'm not like, whoa, I need to play it right now, but I also don't know what it's like about. Like I don't know much about it.
Yeah.
But like if people, for example, want me like really like recommend me the game, then I might just give it a try. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah, there's another one that's similar, and it's called Bow Path of the Teal Lotus. You heard of that one?
I'm not sure. Let me look at. Wait, what is it called again?
It's called Bow Path of the Teal Lotus.
Of the True Lotus.
I actually got to do like
Oh, okay. Yeah, I recognize this character. Yeah.
yeah, I actually got to do an interview with like the lead developer of that, and it's pretty cool. Like that game is like you know it's of course like a Metroidvania and like Hollow Knight inspired, but like it's also like apparently got like you know I don't know. It seems to have like a lot more like platforming elements, almost like
Mhm.
I don't know. I think it might have like a kind of like a difficulty level of like Celeste when it comes to the platforming, which kind of intrigues me for that style game. But
Yeah,
yeah, I'm kind of
but it
looking
also
forward
has
to that one.
combat, right? Or
What's that?
it also has combat, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, it definitely's
Okay,
got some really cool looking boss fights in it in the trailer at least.
nice. Yeah, honestly, like Hollow Knight just like basically, to be honest, just started the actual Metroidvania genre. Like there were not many, at least that I know of. I just basically know Metroid and Castlevania before Hollow Knight. But Hollow Knight basically just started a whole bunch of new games,
Yeah.
being a Metroidvania that are bangers.
Yeah,
So
definitely
honestly,
like
very good.
revitalized the whole genre for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
There was one that was it's kind of funny because it kind of went through a Silksong like development. Have you heard of Owlboy?
Oh, probably. Let me look at this up as well.
This one I do highly recommend actually. Like it
It
came
looks
out I
cool.
think the same year as Hollow Knight or like 2016. Um, but it was in development since like 2009.
N- 9?
Yeah, this thing went through development hell as a indie
Oh
game.
my god.
The story on it
That's-
is actually great, but yeah,
Yeah,
and
like ooh, I love the graphics. Look cool.
yeah, it's really good. It's like a great story to it. You know, it's a little bit more like story driven than Hollow Knight. You know,
Oh,
it's a little.
I love. Sorry, honestly, like I didn't get any of the lore from Hollow Knight before I started watching all those videos. You know, I was too dumb to figure that out. So I love it when like the stories are well actually told to me. Even though I
Yeah,
do love the aspect of like solving the story for yourself, but I'm too dumb for that.
yeah, definitely with like a Hollow Knight or even like the Souls like games. Like I don't know, it's a little bit too much work for me.
Yeah, I was I can try to understand it, but I'm probably wrong, so I shouldn't.
You know what game's kind of a fun like challenge, but it's kind of like hard to understand. Have you played Tunic?
No, it's probably gonna be a lot of no's for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm just gonna keep naming off games, but
No,
but
no,
there's
I'm interested.
there's tons of
Tunic.
indies. Tunic is a game. This will be my last recommendation right here because this one is the one to end it off with. But unless you haven't played Rain World as well, I've just been playing Rain World on stream, and that game is crazy.
Rainbow looks absolutely crazy. I don't want to touch that. To be honest,
Oh
it
man.
looks it looks charming, really charming, but
Nah, it's the opposite of that, but
but yeah, I think I should avoid that game to be honest.
yeah, all right. You're probably
Even
smart
though
for
it looks
that.
like a cool game.
But Tunic, you definitely shouldn't avoid, right? Because Tunic is like a
Tunic, yeah,
really
I see.
charming like game about this fox, and you kind of just wake up. It's
Ooh,
a, it's
yeah.
a Zelda game, you know, more or less a Zelda-inspired game, like a
Oh, that's
top-down.
definitely like my type of game, to be
Yeah,
honest. Let's,
and the cool part about this is right, like the whole game, like throughout it, you're like finding these pages to the manual, and you're getting the manual to the game, like the actual booklet that you would
oh,
find within and it teaches you how to play it. So you'll be like
oh,
four
that's
out.
funny.
You'll be like 4 hours in, and you'll notice like, oh, like this button that I've never used, I can go up to this thing and use this button.
Wait, but does it like all like work from the very start, or do you
Yeah.
have to get the pay? Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah, it's kind of one of those like Metroid Branias, right? That like you really can only play it once, you know, like
Oh,
the correct
yeah.
way.
Okay, that's a really fun idea.
Yeah, and you know, I think playing it a second time, like I think I'm gonna do this video on like trying to play like those certain games like a second time and how it like works. But like, I think like playing Tunic a second time would be really fun because it also is like there's like it's not like that many boss fights, but the boss fights are challenging and it's like
Water boss fights
really
too. Ooh.
yeah, it's like really interesting combat and you know you're having to you got a shield just like Zelda, you know, you're dodging.
Mm-hmm.
It's a top-down fighting. Have you played Death's Door? It's the last. I'm
No,
sorry.
I have not played that. No.
It plays just like Death's Door. I don't know if you've seen it, but yeah, they're kind of like these just fast-moving like top-down. You know, as close that you could get to Hollow Knight with like a 3D game in a sense. You know,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, Tunic is very interesting, right? But like
Yeah, Tunic looks cool.
the
Looks
manual
really
pages are also like you know it has words in English and you know in whatever language you're in but like most of the manual is like written in its own language that they kind of created for the game. So like
Oh wait, and you can like translate that too
you
in the game.
can, it definitely like you
Ooh, okay.
can and it's translated, but like not even to do that, you kind of just like got to pick up on like these clues and like there is like this like there's like a base way of beating the game, but then there's like this whole quest you can go on to like further understand it that's like kind of hidden throughout the game. I don't know. I'm not going to say too much about it, but like it's just a very interesting game and it's
It
kind of
it loo- it, loo- it looks really cool, and the concept sounds really amazing. So
yeah.
might just give that a try soon.
Yeah, I would recommend it. How did you end up liking Animal Well? You said you played that.
Oh yeah, I have not. I just did that one stream, so I've not finished it yet. But yeah, that's definitely like basically just like with how Hollow Knight is with just like you're just dropped in there and just figure it out, bozo. But yeah, the puzzles and the atmosphere is really cool. I must say
Yeah.
that like sometimes I just feel really dumb and like what do I do?
Yeah.
but
That's my experience with
but
it.
but especially for like because just one guy made it, then like bravo, man,
Yeah.
amazing game for what I've seen.
And
So
on PC, it's what like 36 megabytes or something. It's like insanely small.
yeah, yeah, for sure. So hey, gotta download it.
Yeah,
No, really cool, really cool.
Animal Wells another one of those like Metroid Brainia ones of like
Yeah, definitely.
it's got like
Because like there's so many options, but also like you're gonna get stuck on almost all those options. So you gotta like pick the right paths, do the puzzles, use your brain, use your 2 brain cells that are left in there.
yeah. Yeah. So do you have any like do you have any area or like boss fight or NPC you're looking forward to like coming across the most in Silksong?
Ooh, now we're cooking. Honestly, all the areas look fantastic. I think the coral area is what I'm most excited for because it's the most colorful. I like pretty colors. And as for character, yeah, well, I don't really know a lot about the characters. We just seen a few. That's basically it. I guess I'm just excited to meet the like any character basically. I'm just excited for Silksong. Did you know that?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
feel that.
Yeah. There's just so many things, honestly.
Yeah. I know. I feel like I like will watch the trailers and stuff, but then like I don't know. I feel like whenever I rewatch them, I'm like, wow, I'm not even really paying attention to this. I'm always like learning new stuff about it. I'm just so like blindsided by like the wait for Silksong and like the
Yeah.
want for it that I'm like not even like
The scope, yeah.
really focusing on what we know already and don't even care too much. I just wanna play it, but
Just want to play the game, man. Not too much to ask. No.
yeah. But I do think I really want to know about the fleas. I really want to know what the fleas are gonna be
Oh
like.
yeah. Yeah, well, they're gonna be like the grubs of the game, right?
Yeah. But
So
I feel like, and I don't know if this was like a Edge magazine thing or something, and maybe it was just someone who said something that, and it's not even true, but I feel like someone said something about like they're gonna work differently. Like you're gonna have to like do something more to like, I don't know, like someone could almost like come take them back or something. I don't know. Like,
ooh, honestly, that sounds pretty true with like quests and stuff. Like it could be like just like, oh no, I lost all my fleas. Can you get them back?
yeah.
Like something like that maybe.
But I feel like you go get the fleas, like you save the fleas, like the grub. But I feel like you have to do. I think there might be like an extra step to actually saving them. Like you might have to like bring them back to a certain place. I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be. I feel like, and maybe I'm just misreading something, but I feel like I heard there was an extra step to them.
There's probably gonna be something more than just freeing them from their location.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I have no clue to be honest. It may just be related to some of the quests, but it could also just be that they're playing hide and seek endlessly. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. When I was streaming Doki Doki last night, I showed off people because I had just gotten a Hornet plushie for my birthday.
Ooh, perfect.
Yeah, and I was so excited. And then
Yeah, I'm congratulating you as well on the video, even though I already did in the comments. But congratulations, man!
Oh,
Happy
thank you.
birthday!
Thank you. But someone was saying put a grub plushie in a jar. Because I was talking about, I'm like, I just want a grub plushie. And they're like, put it in a jar. And I just started dying laughing thinking about that. I wonder if anyone's done that.
Become the collector.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
do they have plushies on like some of the other creatures?
Nah, probably only Grub, and then just Zod, Hornet, the Knight, and that is it. Probably, I don't know. Grim, maybe. I don't know.
Zote could go in a jar.
Yeah, definitely. He can go back into that jar.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, I mean, is there any other like is there any games that you've been like maybe like looking forward to playing like on stream or anything soon, or like is there any games that you kind of like have on a list that you'd like to maybe do content on?
Ooh, well, there's a difference between like making videos and streams on things, because I can stream a lot of more like where like way more games, because it's just like a one-time thing instead of making a full video on it that might not perform well because I'm a Hollow Knight channel. But yeah, I might want to do like some Nintendo games on stream, but I don't know how much people would love to see that. So might just play them on my own.
Yeah.
But definitely, definitely excited for my Dark Souls experience too. All right.
Yeah, I feel like there's just those certain games that will like, you know, I don't know, always kind of do well. Like, and I feel like seeing like people play Dark Souls for the first time is like is one of those, you know, or like
Yeah.
or like a
Well,
Doki
that's gonna be
Doki
nice.
even.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Did you like actually not know anything about Doki Doki before going into it?
I
There's like
mean,
no way, right?
I know Doki Doki had a twist, you know, but like I didn't like.
But that's it? Like only like a twist in quotation
Yeah,
marks?
I did cut off a video that was like that kind of explained to me that Doki Doki had a twist, and then they were like, if you don't know anything about Doki Doki, like go play it, and I just listened to them, and so
Dude, you're actually one of the only few people that probably experienced it that way, because most people would like not even start that game because it looks like a dating sim.
yeah,
uh, and it's also in the category it says like psychological horror, so
yeah. I
a lot
knew
everyone knows already like what it's actually gonna be, but
I
you're lucky that you didn't.
I did know like you know like I knew it was a psychological horror. I knew it was gonna like go weird at some point, but like I think that made it like more worse for me last night because I was just so anxious for like 3 hours. I was
Yeah,
going
yeah.
slow. I was like,
Yeah, the
wait,
beginning is definitely just like, hey, it's a dating sim, nothing is wrong here.
yeah,
It takes a while to actually get going.
yeah, I know. I was like, once they were like making tea in the classroom, I'm like, is the tea spiked or something? Like,
Is the tea poisonous? So
yeah, you know, people started talking about like, they're like, oh my God, wait till the cookie scene. And I was like, "What's up with the cookie?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "What's up with the cookie?" And then I made my mod block the word cookie because everyone was started like hyping up the cookie scene, and then it was just literally like you know what I'm talking about, right? Just a little smack
Yeah,
with the cookie, and
yeah.
I was like, "Wait, that was it, you guys?"
Can't wait for the cookie scene, guys.
Yeah, and then the whole time everyone's just like sipping my tea, and I'm like, "What's about to happen?" And
Oh, beautiful.
And then the game actually turns into like a really deep like game. Like I wasn't like I'm waiting for like just like blatantly horror, you know, like I don't know.
Hmm.
And it kind of turns into a deep game before it even like
Well,
goes
that's the
weird.
psychological part, I guess.
Yeah. And now I'm on part 2 and they're just pretending like a girl doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, nothing happened, man. Just don't worry about it.
Oh my God.
Don't worry.
Oh my
Don't worry.
God. I have to.
I can't wait for the cookies. No, kidding.
Yeah. What is there more? Is there the cookie scene happens again?
I don't know. I know. Probably not. The cookie's over, guys.
Oh man. So you've played it? Did you play it blindly?
I've seen a YouTuber, Jacksepticeye, I believe, play through it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Interesting.
experienced a lot of things just by watching people instead of actually playing it myself.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Good luck with that. You're gonna stream it right like this tonight, like today, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm
Yeah,
streaming it in
yeah.
about 45 minutes.
Oh, good luck.
Whenever we're done with the interview, I'm gonna walk the dog, probably eat a little something, and then start streaming.
hmm Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. So I guess before we end, let's talk a little bit of Nintendo stuff. Are you excited for the new Zelda game, like the
Oh yeah,
Echoes of
that's
the
right.
Past?
That dude, that game honestly, I was my first instinct was like, oh my god, you can break this game so easily with with all the stuff you can place down. Like, I'm
Yeah.
curious how they're gonna limit the player because it looks so broken, but it looks like something I want to play really. Damn.
Yeah. My first reaction was like, "Oh wow, they're gonna make Zelda a cozy game," like, and then I was like, "Oh wait, no, 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 this is like puzzle solving excellence
Yeah,
right
yeah.
here." And
Well,
then
I mean, a lot of Zelda games are puzzle,
yeah,
but this one is more leaning towards that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and then I'm like, "Wait, this is gonna be Tears of the Kingdom in 2D Zelda form."
Guys, this is seriously good. Well, it's gonna be very similar to the remake, I think, of Link's Awakening. Well,
Yeah,
of course, the art style's exactly the same, but also
yeah.
like the map and just how free you are. So,
Wait, so you said the map is gonna be the same?
okay, well, that's probably not gonna be the same, but like it has like the same camera angle, like the same like blocky layout, I guess. I
Okay.
think at least.
I did just pick Link's Awakening up the other day. I haven't played that yet.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's really fun. It's like very well, it's very open. Actually, it's like just yo, go do your thing, man, and then you're free.
Yeah, I started it on stream the other night. I was doing like just a random stream with a bunch of random games, but and I had fun with it. And I'm like, yeah, this game does seem like weird. There's like all the Mario characters in it, and it's like,
Yeah, yeah, that's yeah, that still throws me off.
yeah,
Just there are many Mario characters in that if you play through the whole thing.
yeah. The one thing I do know about that game is that it's like supposedly like apparently like it could be a dream or something. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I'm like that game. Yeah, I'm really excited to play through that game, and I like had been wanting to play through it for a while, but yeah, seeing the Echoes of the Past trailer, I'm like, okay, I have to play Link's Awakening now.
Yeah, now is the time.
I wonder if like, do you think they will have like any sort of connection?
Ooh, that's hard to say. In my sequel or prequel, guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it could definitely just be related to Link's Awakening or just any other Zelda game.
Yeah.
It would be weird if it was just like a random standalone game, but also it could just be that.
Yeah. But I also like it is interesting to me though. Like I don't think it's actually going to be like Tears of the Kingdom 2D, but I think it does have like, they're kind of making it similar in some of the art style of that. Um and just the fact that you're going to be able to like, you know, do the echoes thing, produce like so many different like
Yeah,
echoes thing does make it like yeah, the
yeah,
thing that they
that's why
focus on is
that's
that
crazy.
people will be able to play it so differently.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm curious to see like if there are gonna be like multiple solutions to a lot of things, and if you can like beat the game way faster if you do something specific with crafting
Ooh.
things like a Breath of the Wild speedrun, like just beat the game in half an hour.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Honestly, that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be pretty cool.
Is Link's Awakening like that? Is Link's Awake like can you beat Link's Awakening fairly fast or
Uh, oh, I don't know. It's hard to remember. I don't know if like the guy just glitched to the final place or something, but I think you gotta get all the little instruments to
mm.
actually get to the end, or it's just a 1 minute speedrun.
Yeah. Oh. Well, I had a good time talking to you today. I think I
Yeah.
I don't have too many more questions. Is there anything you want to talk about like Hollow Knight or Silksong related?
Well, I think we covered everything we have from the Silksong crumbs right here.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, no. I guess the final question is, how long can we milk Hollow Knight content before it actually ends?
I don't
That's
know.
the
I don't know. That is the ultimate question as YouTubers. But
Yeah. I mean, I still have many ideas. I don't know if they're good, but
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that's why I've been thinking about just, trying to figure out ways to focus on indie games. That was always the plan, but I accidentally started
yeah, no,
making
Silksong just brings you in the algorithm.
yeah. Yeah, it does. It does. But Hollow Knight has lasted so long, and it only grows more. So it's like I do think Silksong is going to have, even longer life on YouTube. I don't
Oh, for
know.
sure, for sure. Like Hollow Knight just keeps like I keep seeing new playthroughs from new people just, and it's like still getting like a good amount of views for all those channels that are really small. It keeps being relevant.
Yeah. And if you think about like Rel who does like guides and stuff too. He did
Mhm.
like Breath of the Wild guides and Tears of the Kingdom, and it's like, when Breath of the Wild comes out, like those guides will be active and then they'll have like their time while they'll kind of, die out. But it's
Yeah,
like
of
Tears of the
course.
Kingdom comes back and they're even more, they're even more active then. People are more like I think when
Hmm.
Silksong comes out, like, everybody's gonna be like flourishing even more. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that Silksong is gonna stay relevant for probably a few decades, to be
Yeah.
honest.
There's probably going to be a lot more Silksong YouTubers,
Yeah,
Just I popped up in like, the last 2 months and
yeah,
somehow I'm kind of, kind of in the community now and there's going to be
kind of popping off.
there's going to be a few more,
Hmm.
It's going to be a good time though.
It's gonna be a big old family of Silk and Songers.
Yeah. Yeah. But for now we're just Skongers.
Yeah, it's just Scopium, big Skongers.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to promote just Hopium now. I'm trying to,
Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely anti-Hopia. I'm always like, guys, it's not gonna happen. Stop believing, stop believing. But that's also like a good mindset to be honest, because then you can be surprised with an actual news item someday, sooner or
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna get there one day, but it might be a little bit.
It's gonna take a while.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for being on the Cherry Time podcast. This
Thank you
was
for
so
having me,
great.
man. Thank you for having me. It's been an
Yeah.
honor. It's been a great time talking.
Yeah. And yeah, I look forward to maybe I'll do a second round with everybody after Silksong drops if you'd be down to come back on and we can talk about, how amazing the game is and
Yeah, how we can like talk about expectations versus like what's actually in the game if you want or something.
yeah. Yeah, and then we can speculate on Zopo or something,
Yeah, guys, soap. Oh god.
But yeah, thank you again for doing this, and I hope you have a good day. And thank you to everyone who's listening to this.
Yeah,
Still,
make sure to like, subscribe to Corey Miller, and why not also to me while you're at it.
of course, to Miles Nugget. You probably already are, but if you aren't, definitely subscribe.
For the few not subscribed to Miles Nugget fans, why not? Why not?
Oh yeah. But yeah, thank you so much, and see you guys. Bye.
Bye.